Hi, and welcome. John Morris Show on a Friday, presented by Alliance Bank Central Texas and by the Brazos Landing. So, truth be told, recording this, leaving it for you, I have a very important event to go to this morning, which happens to coincide right now with this show. 9 a.m., South Bosque Elementary kindergarten graduation for Turner Beard. So not going to miss kindergarten graduation for Turner Beard this morning. Terry and I are there and looking forward to it, but did want to leave a couple of interviews for you here in the hour on this Friday morning. We'll visit with and let you listen in on our interview with Maddie Luitwieler Kurana. She is the assistant coach to Jay Goebel for Baylor Women's Golf. Baylor Women's Golf, as you know, if you were with us yesterday, Jerry Hill was on with us live from the course there in Carlsbad, California. They're in the NCAA Championships, and this is round one today. It's already underway at this hour. So women's golf will visit with Maddie about that, the team, her role with the team, and just, their chance of success as they are out there playing in the NCAA Nationals. So we got that coming up in just a few minutes. A little bit later, let you listen into a portion of our Sick'em podcast with Travis Sanders, Baylor baseball leading hitter, second team All Big 12 this year, leadoff man for the Bears, headed into the pros. He'll be drafted in the pro baseball draft that comes up this summer. But let you listen to a portion of that. Great to sit down with Trav and visit with him about the season, his career, and how he feels about this team. Really good punch at the top of the lineup for the Bears with Travis Sanders, Baylor's leading hitter. He's right around, I don't know exactly, but right around 375 or so is his average for the year, and he's been very consistent there. But then Tyson Armstrong follows him in the lineup. Brady Janusek follows him. Big top three for the Bears in the lineup as the Bears have put together a really good season, improved season, so many areas of improvement you can tell by this team this year. So let you hear from Travis Sanders, part of our most recent Sick'em podcast as well. So we got that coming up in the hour, and do appreciate your being with us on this Friday, heading into a Memorial Day weekend. We will not be with you on Monday, Memorial Day off, but be back with you on Tuesday. And thanks for understanding and allowing me to be at Turner Beard's kindergarten graduation this morning. We'll continue talking women's golf. John Morris Show on a Friday, brought to you every day of the week by Alliance Bank Central Texas and by the Brazos Landing. Stay with us.
Morrison's Gifts, Waco's oldest family-owned gift store, wants to ask a question to the guys out there. Don't you just love gift giving? Does John Hart, Consuela, or Jellycat mean anything to you? If not, at Morrison's, we have your answers and your back. For 47 years, we have guided men and you ladies through the trauma of selecting the right gift for the right person. Come and see us at 4312 West Waco Drive in the Brazos Square Center, close to Jason's Deli. That's Morrison's Gifts, owned by a proud Baylor Bear.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Providence. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to centraltexascattlebaronsball.org.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Welcome back, John Morris Show on a Friday. Let's check in California. Oh, look at the scenery there. Carlsbad, California. Maddie Luitwieler joins us. That good view. Maddie, assistant coach for Baylor women's golf. When this airs, you will have already teed off first round of the NCAA Championships. First off, congratulations advancing, and thanks for being with us.
Yes, thank you so much. We are very excited to start the week tomorrow.
Very cool. How about yesterday, practice round on the course yesterday? How'd that go?
It was great. We teed off at 6:40 in the morning, so early start, but it's really nice because it's going to be just like what our first round is today. So it will be really great, and the weather was absolutely perfect. A little light wind. Hopefully we will not get as much wind because we are so early. So we're hoping for that. And that way we can start off with a good low round and to start the week.
Good. What's that like? I mean, that practice round is really important. Although you do have some girls that have been there before on that course.
Mm-hmm. It's a grind. I mean, it's time to focus and really get to know the golf course. And that, when I say that, is like finding the right clubs off the tee. Like, this course is like, you have to really think at all times. I mean, it's a national championship golf course, so it's testing every part of your game. And so off the tee, the approach shot, where you hit it into the green, where you need to putt from, where's the best place to be to make the best score, So when our girls are playing, they have their yardage books, they're looking at all the numbers, they pick their club off the tee. And then we usually take like 3 pins and go place them on the green where we think they're going to be to prepare them for the upcoming days. And we hit multiple chips, multiple putts, if we were to miss it in this bunker, would this be okay? There's all sorts of things that we're doing, and just really trying to give ourselves the best information throughout the week so that we can just play our best, and just let our clubs do the talking.
Yeah. Hey, very good. What's the benefit in your mind, Maddie, having some girls that have been there before? I mean, this is Baylor's 6th straight trip to the Nationals. How much of a plus can that be?
Yeah, I think it's a huge plus. I think the more experience out here that you can get, the better. So we have Celia almost played it before, Bridget both, Melina Castro played it before. So our 2 newbies, Rang Lee and Charlotte Brooke. And so has Charlotte. Charlotte wasn't in the lineup for a little bit, but at the end she's coming clutch. She had a 4-under at A&M Traditions, and then she played great this past week at regionals. So it's been really good, and I think our team is just in the place it needs to be for this week. And if we can go out there and just have fun and play our games to the best of our ability, we're gonna do great things this week.
Wow, that's great. Sure was fun to have the regional in Waco at Ridgewood, and y'all finished 3rd there, and a great closing round. Do you feel like that, the way y'all played that tournament and the way you finished, you got a lot of momentum starting on Friday morning?
Absolutely. It was a little bit of a slow start. And, I think our girls, it was fun to have all the fans, but you want to play well for your people, and so coming out that last day and shooting the best round of the day was awesome. And it gave us a lot of confidence and a lot of just like good momentum coming into this week. So I think we're going to do great. I think all of our players are in lock right now. Like they're ready and they're just really excited for this week. I mean, it's URang's and Charlotte's first national championship. So they're just pumped. It's gonna be really fun. I think we have to go far.
Love it.
I'm just,
What
hoping and praying for the best, and it is whatever. So
What's the do you walk with Celia? Will you do that tomorrow or Friday? And what does Jay do? What's the normal for you two coaches during a round?
So I would say usually the normal is me walking with Celia. This week we are changing it up a little bit. I am walking with Charlotte tomorrow. I guess technically today. And the plan is to basically, because she hasn't been here before, so we're trying to give her that support where Celia is a senior. She is a very experienced golfer. She's got, experience here as well. So we're going to let her, trek it on her own tomorrow, but I'm going to be with Charlotte and just kind of help her get, really think through the round tomorrow and get her a good game plan for the week. We kind of change throughout each day. We kind of see how it goes. And if it didn't go great, we rechange it. Or if it went great, we'll probably keep it the same. Jay is going to be we call him the roamer tomorrow. So he'll be roaming to the holes that might need a little bit more help. Like there's, number 2 is a par 5, but it can be tough if you don't hit the fairway or if you don't have a great game plan. So he'll be on that hole. And then usually on the par 3s, he'll be there as well. Just so he watches shots come in before we get there. And then he knows exactly where we need to be, what we need to be hitting, and what the wind is doing. So
Nice.
that's
Very
the
good.
plan. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great plan. And what's that like? Are there any restrictions if you're walking with Charlotte? Y'all can communicate and you can just, walk and talk to her. Are there any restrictions along those lines?
I would say it's pretty no restrictions, but the only restriction is I can't carry her bag. I can't
Okay.
take out her clubs. I can't do any of that, but I can give her as much information as I want. So, they actually made a new rule too that we can message players during the round, which is kind
Oh,
of crazy. Um, it is very weird because like last year we had a no phone policy, on the golf course. So it's kind of changed how we think, and it's the new generation, everything's changing. But yeah, we can talk about anything and everything. I would say with Celia and Charlotte, we don't talk about golf for probably 80% of the time. We're just blah blah blah, about anything and everything. And once we get to the ball, that's our lock-in time. We'll shoot the distance, we'll go over the numbers, get the win. So but honestly, not a lot of restrictions for us.
I love it. That's great. That's good. What's the sense you get from this team? I mean, do you feel like you've got a chance to do really well this week?
I do. I feel a lot more confident in this team than last year just because we kind of snuck by in regionals last year, but this team has been so consistent this spring. I mean, I think we had 7 or 8 top 5 finishes in the spring, and everybody brings a different aspect to this team. You know, we have 2 seniors in the lineup, we have 2 juniors in a lineup, and a sophomore. So we got everything. And I think
Yeah.
everybody's a very different person and very different golfer. So I think it will be great. Like something Melina said the other day was, out here you just got to be very patient and accept your pars. And if you get a birdie, awesome. And that this is a golf course where it takes a lot of discipline and patience, where you just have to hit the fairway, hit the green, 2 putt, get out of there. If you make a birdie putt, awesome. Like you're just grinding through the day. If they shot even every round, we'd be in match play easily.
Wow.
And I truly believe that. I think this is a tough course, and you just have to really really be smart and take it one, just being here brings them joy and confidence in it all. Like, we feel like, honestly, I told them it's like an LPGA event. Like, everything's done for them. They have meals prepared. They have signs set up everywhere. Like, it's your royalty this week. So just
Wow.
enjoy it, taking all the little moments. And golf will be golf. If we play well, great. So
That sounds great. Well, good luck. We're pulling for you. And thanks for the visit. We'll keep track of how things go. Good luck as you get things going.
awesome. Thank you so much, John.
Appreciate it. Maddie Luitwieler with us, Baylor women's golf assistant coach, first round on Friday of the NCAA Women's Golf Championships.
The Pete Souza Show, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. You want to talk NFL draft? I don't know. How about we get you Todd McShay? You want to talk Big 12? We can get you the commissioner. Somebody about the Cowboys? How about we have on the owner, Stephen Jones? Pop culture? Michelle Beadle. I mean, we will bring on the people that you want to hear from. And these people don't join us because of me. They join us because of you. You got to watch this show, okay? It's got everything you need. Sports, hijinks, laughs. Did I mention hijinks? We'll see you on the Pete Souza Show. Now, we are under the 365 Sports umbrella. Check it out. I'm wearing a Tulane shirt. No idea why.
It's the Pete Souza Show. Sports, Pete.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
Being stuck on the side of the road is stressful no matter what time it is. Tow King is here to help. A locally owned and operated family-run business, Tow King offers 24-hour emergency roadside assistance with trained operators and high-caliber equipment for damage-free towing. Tow King of Waco is a company you can count on. Call Tow King the next time you need help. Check them out on Facebook, and remember, slow down or move over.
It's the premier charity event of the year, the 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, presented by Ascension Providence. A fun evening filled with great food and drink, dancing, a spectacular auction, and more. This year's theme is Nashville Nights, Neon Lights, and Bullfights. Get your tickets now, donate, or be a sponsor. Help support the American Cancer Society to find a cure. The 2026 Central Texas Cattle Barons Ball, October 24th at MCC Highlander Ranch. For more information, go to CentralTexasCattleBaronsBall.org.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Check in on Baylor baseball this week. It's a guy that has led the Bears in hitting all season long. Travis Sanders is with us. Yeah. Welcome to you.
Yeah,
welcome to the Sick 'em Podcast.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me in.
Appreciate it. You got a great year going. How do you feel about it?
I'm blessed. This is the first year I've got to play a full season and feel great. It's my 4th year in college now, so it's kind of curious to say this is my first actual season playing all 50 however many games, but body's feeling good and just ready to finish out the season with a strong on a strong note and see where we end up.
Very good. You are, coming into this year, you moved from second base to
Yes,
shortstop. You're team captain, voted by your teammates. Yeah. You're kind of the guy coming in. I mean, was this a different year, sort of the build up to this season for you?
Yeah, absolutely. Going in from last year, played second base, didn't start at the beginning of the year, and then got the opportunity to play. Playing second base has always been home for me, or not home, but I've always played second base up the middle. And just, jumping into the flush with all these other guys, returners, and not knowing the Baylor way, I guess you would say, and coming in and kind of getting my foot in the door and figuring out the way and figuring out the guys, the culture and the coaches and just everything in general. And, finished on a good note last year and then, decided I was going to come back and knew that I was going to be taking that leadership role, losing a lot of guys last year that were in those leadership roles and, took it with open arms and haven't looked back since. And, jumping over the shortstop is, that's where I've played my whole life since I can just remember, and I don't mind playing second base as long as I get to play. I'm grateful for that. But, jumping over the shortstop back in the roots and, it took a little bit to get used to it. It's a tough position, but
it is.
Went in there and just, picked up where I left off. So it's fun.
Last year, I remember you weren't starting originally.
Yes, sir.
And maybe it was the Kansas series. You got put in the lineup, and man, they couldn't get you out after that, right?
Absolutely. Yes, sir. I sprinkled in the lineup here and there before, and I believe we opened up Big 12 with Kansas last year on the road.
That's right, yeah.
And I didn't play that Friday night. And I remember I got the opportunity to play on Saturday, and I remember telling myself, I was like, once I get in, I'm not coming out. And happened to be that way. So since that day on a Saturday in Kansas, I remember I got in the lineup starting at second base, and I told myself, it's like, yeah, I'm not coming out after this, and rest is history.
That's the way it's happened.
So that's kind of how it went, and I'm just grateful for every opportunity I got to play. Now we kind of made our way and made our home and kind of made our name for ourselves. So it's been nice.
Absolutely. Last year, so you were second for the most part. Tyreek Kemp was here playing short. You two were a really good tandem up the middle.
Man, I mean, words don't even describe how talented that player is. I love Tyreek. I still talk to him on the daily basis. He's over there playing for the Royals now. So it's cool to keep up with him. But when I came in the first day, it was actually, let's backtrack a little bit. When I was at Tech, we played here at Baylor. Yeah. And I remember watching them play and, take in and out and just go about their work. And you just look out there and you see a little, he's 5'8", 5'9".
He's not big.
You know what I mean? And you see him, you're like, oh, that guy, catches your eye. You see him, he can hit, he can field, he can't really do anything that anyone else can do as that size. And, and then I was like, okay, I got to come to Baylor first day of practice. I'm out there on the field with them. I'm like, man, this guy can ball.
Yeah.
And so it was cool. It's a good little internal competition that we had with each other. And, we always told each other, it don't matter, I'll play short, you play second, vice versa. So it was always cool connection between us. And, anyways, got in there, got to play with them, and it was awesome. It's pretty easy on me whenever you know that you have a guy over there on the other side of the diamond that is the same versatile as you and they can do basically anything you can do. And so that was cool last year. And then this year, got over the shortstop, and he got to come over before he went to spring training for 2 weeks or so. Right. And so we flipped it a little bit. He was over there playing second, I played short. We take some reps, so that was cool to fill it, get to fill it out again. But no, Tyreek Kemp, man, that guy's he's a special player, and he'll be probably playing for a long time. So shout out to him.
You were he's in the pros now.
Yeah.
You'd like to play in the pros,
absolutely.
I'm sure. You were drafted out of high school,
Correct.
14th round by the Red Sox. What was that decision like where you ultimately chose college instead of the pros?
Yeah, so, man, that was a while ago. But so in high school, got drafted 14th round by the Red Sox. It was awesome. It was a blessing. It was an opportunity that I, never really saw coming. And I was, was kind of shocked. I was an 18-year-old guy, I was going to Texas Tech out of high school, and, you get a call from the Red Sox like, hey, we're drafting you. That's pretty, not every 18-year-old gets to do that, And so, I had there's like a little grace period. I think there's 2 weeks, 3 weeks to make your decision. I prayed about it, talked to family, talked to coaches for the Red Sox, talked to, Tech coaches. And, we just, prayed about it. And our final decision was like, hey, I want to go to college and play a college career and, get my opportunity here in 3 years. Which it wasn't 3 years because I had an injury at Tech, but fourth year at college, and here we are. So hopefully, here in a couple months or a month or so, we'll get the opportunity to, fulfill that dream again.
You're going to get another call.
Yes, sir. Hopefully.
That's true. And going back to high school, I don't think we mentioned this. You're from the area, Central Texas area, from Copperas Cove.
Sir.
What was that like?
Yeah. So it's always a joke with me and my family. Growing up, RG3 was the guy. My dad coached him in football.
Nice.
And so RG3, you always heard that growing up, and of course, you come to Baylor, you see RG3 over the place. So it was pretty cool. I don't know. There's a lot of people back home that kind of refer you as RG3. You know what I mean? And so, but we always came to Waco. If not driving through, we'd always come to Baylor games. And then just to get the opportunity to come to Baylor was outstanding, and it just kind of fulfilled the dream. Just being here at home. Like you said, it's Copperas Cove, so it's an hour right down 35, 2 turns, and you're there.
Right.
But, you always heard Baylor when you were a kid. Just if it wasn't RG3 or something other than, I don't even know. There's never anything bad about, Baylor, just the community, the people, what they believe in, and honestly, their success as well. It's a pretty successful university. So growing up, it was a lot of Baylor.
And your high school coach was who?
So it was weird. I've had 3 different high school coaches.
Okay.
So my freshman year, we had a guy named Bob Macy.
Okay.
And then he retired, or I think he moved on. And then we had our assistant coach. His name was Bryant Lopez, which, short story, Jim Blair, our
That's
third
where
base.
I was going.
Yes. So Jim Blair, our third base coach, it's his sister. His sister is married to Bryant.
His brother-in-law.
So his brother-in-law.
Coach Blair's brother-in-law.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that was kind of crazy. I remember I came on my visit, and we were sitting in the office, and he was like, "So you know Bryant Lopez?" I was like, "Yeah, I know Bryant Lopez." He was like, "He's married to my sister." I was like, "Oh, okay." So I got to tie the knots there. But yeah, and that would have been my sophomore year. That was the COVID year. So we didn't really get to play season. And then he came back for our junior year. And then he moved on to Braswell up in Dallas.
Okay.
And then we got another guy named Daniel Carrillo as my senior year. And now he's at Bastrop. So I had 3 different coaches in 4 years. So it was a lot different. Yes, sir. It was a lot of different moving pieces, but grateful for all those guys. Got good information from all of them, and got a piece of their mind about baseball. And I'm grateful for all of them. So
great. When you went to Tech out of high school, and when you were thinking about transferring, put your name in the portal.
Absolutely.
What was that like for you?
I knew I wanted to stay in the Big 12. I didn't want to go somewhere bigger because I wanted the opportunity to play. At that point, this was going in it would have been my junior year, but eligibility wise, my sophomore year. I haven't played in 2 years. The last time I played was in high school. I just wanted the opportunity to play. And so that's kind of where my mind was. And I knew, I had opportunities to go play other places, but I really wanted to stay in the Big 12. And I had, Baylor reached out, Coach Dillon reached out day one, had some other schools as well. I think Kansas and West Virginia, they also reached out, and then some other schools like Texas State and, in the Sun Belt and, Sam Houston, whatever, Conference USA maybe. Okay. But I knew I wanted to stay in the Big 12. And, Coach Dillon reached out, and we talked, and I talked to Coach Thompson. I talked to Furr. I talked to everybody at the time. And at the time, we didn't have a pitching coach, so we didn't really talk to a pitching coach. Also, I'm not a pitcher, but got to talk to them, and I think I talked for a week. And then after that week, I was like, the Baylor's my home. I wanted to stay in Texas, close to home. My parents loved it. My mom was like, "Yeah, you should really encourage in Baylor. I get to see you probably 4 times a week, if not more." And there was nothing. I didn't have any problem without going to Baylor, and made the decision, got here last year, and haven't looked back since. So
that's great.
It's been a blessing, and I love every second of it.
That's worked out well. You're in the right place.
Absolutely.
Here. And can we just say, when you play against Tech,
yeah.
I'm sure you're highly motivated, but you kind of tear up Tech every opportunity.
Yeah, there's a little bit edge on that.
Gotcha.
Just how any former, I feel like any former player would play against their former team. I really didn't get the opportunity to play up in Lubbock. I think I had probably 20 at-bats in 2 years. Obviously, my freshman year, I got redshirted because of an injury. But I didn't really get to show them what I had. And I guess you get to say the past 2 years, I've got to show them what I was capable of. So
right.
It's a little chip on your shoulder when you get to see that opposing team in the other dugout. So.
Very cool. What about to me? You're such a smooth player. I mean,
Absolutely.
everything you do is smooth. Your swing, the way you play shortstop,
Yes,
defensively, everything about that. How would you scout yourself? You
Yeah.
know, or kind of rank your abilities?
Yeah, absolutely. It's kind of weird because I've always been that way, and everyone's always told me, "Hey, you kind of look like you don't care, or like you're playing carelessly." And I just kind of laugh at it internally because I'm like, man, I don't try to do that, but it kind of happens. It's just I think I've just played with such a high confidence where I really don't have to rush, or I don't really panic, I don't freak out. Like you can talk to Coach Jim Blair, and he'll be like, man, this guy the moment's never too big. Even like the bigger the moment, the less like emotion he shows, and the more he wants to be in that spot. So I think I've always loved the big moments. I always like being in the spotlight, and I think that's why we play sports, right? I mean,
right.
for those opportunities. I mean, it keeps it interesting and fun. But no, I try to make it not too big. It's the game I've played since I was, I can remember 6 years old. I'm just now a little older, and there's obviously better competition and higher level. But I mean, I just got to keep it as simple as it is. It's a game of baseball. You got to hit the ball, you got to throw the ball, you got to field the ball, And so if I accomplish those, it's pretty easy. But the way I play, it's just kind of have a little swagger. It's just the way you carry yourself, just like anything you do, if you're confident in it, you're gonna show it. So I try not to think too much of it. I don't really try to plan anything. It just kind of happens if it happens, and if anything, just give a smile and turn to the next page.
Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at the Brazos Landing, located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium. Enjoy homemade dishes like shrimp and grits, chicken piccata, braised short ribs, prime New York steaks, and more. Plus, enjoy a delicious dessert like creme brulee or key lime pie. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Brazos Landing in Waco, the only place where I-35 and the Brazos River meet.
At DeCampley's Italian Ristorante, we are committed to providing an authentic Italian experience. Through exceptional service, delicious food, and a family environment, we want our guests to create memories that they will want to share with their family and friends. Open for lunch and dinner Monday through Saturday, closed on Sundays. Make your reservation today. Check us out on Facebook and at decampleys.com.
Spring has sprung, and now's a great time to schedule a checkup for your vehicle. As Texas weather changes, it's important to make sure you and your loved ones are safe on the road. Request an appointment online at CompleteCarCareCenter.com today. We're equipped to handle all major and minor repairs on your vehicle. Our experienced technicians can check the health of your tires and inspect your vehicle for any unseen issues. Kish Complete Car Care Center at 5300 Franklin, where we take pride in keeping individuals safe honestly.